Grab a small towel and head to a slippery surface like hardwood or tile floor. Lay on your back with your feet on the towel. Lift your hips up and bend your knees, bringing your heels to your butt. Slowly straighten your legs and keep your hips up off the floor the whole time. If this is easy, do it with one leg. Start in a standing position, bend over, touch your toes, and then walk your hands out all the way until you're in a plank, and then inch your feet closer to your hands. And if you have enough room, you can just keep going straight. Otherwise, you can turn around and start back over again. Walk out into a plank, and then walk your feet back up to your hands. Grab a ball, foam roller, or a pillow and put it against the wall. Stand on one leg, bend the other leg, and use it to keep the ball on the wall. Slowly bend the leg you're standing on and go into a single leg squat. Don't let your hips tilt to one side. Keep them parallel to the floor. Remember to use your leg to press into the wall and not your body weight. Lay on your back with your knees bent. Lift your hips up off the floor as high as you can. Straighten one leg and keep it at about the same height as the leg remaining on the ground. Bring your straight leg out to the side. When you feel your pelvis start to tilt to one side and your hips are no longer parallel to the floor, bring your leg back to center. Try to keep your hips up as high as you can for the entire exercise. Stand on one leg and go up on your toe. If you need to hold on to something for extra balance, you can do that. If you'd like an added challenge, stand on a step so your heel drops behind you and then stand back up. For butt busters, you're going to do 30 seconds of each of these exercises continuously with no rest in between. So first we have clams. You're going to keep your pelvis as still as you can. Reverse clams, your knees come together and your heels come apart. Again, keeping your pelvis as still as you can. Then your knees tap and your heels tap. Pelvis stays still. Tap your knees, tap your heels. And then straight leg abduction, you're going to kind of kick up and behind you. Again, pelvis stays still. And then running man, you're going to bring your knee to your chest. Try to keep your pelvis as still as you can. Most of the movement here is coming from your leg. Lay on your stomach and you're going to keep your arms by your ears, lift them up at the same time as you lift your feet. Try to keep as much of your legs and as much of your upper body off the floor as you can at the same time. Hold for about 5 seconds and then come back down. Get down into a plank position on your elbows, forearms flat on the floor, and you're going to shift your weight forward over your hands and then back over your feet. Back stays flat. You're going to start in a plank position and then push your pelvis towards the ground and then go up into a down dog position. So kind of a seal stretch to a down dog. This is for all my people with low back pain. Hopefully this stretch will help you a little bit. You're going to kneel on the ground like you're getting ready to propose to someone and squeeze your butt cheeks and pull your hips in front of you. You should feel a big stretch in the front of your thigh and your pelvis. And keep squeezing those butt cheeks and turning your pelvis in. You can reach the arm up and over from the same leg that's down on the ground. And you can kind of lean forward a little bit too if you need to. The other option is to take a big step forward and to push your hips forward here, and you'll feel a nice deep stretch in your hip flexor. You're going to do this stretch in a door frame. So you're going to lay in front of a door frame. One leg is going to be through the door frame and the other leg is going to be up against the wall. So you want your butt to be all the way up against the wall as close as you can get it, and that other leg up towards the sky. And you really want to push the knee that's up on the wall into the wall as you raise and lower your leg. You should feel a big stretch in the leg that's on the wall in your hamstring. Here's a look at it from a different angle. So your butt's going to be all the way up against the wall. Leg is going to be completely straight. Relax your head and you're going to raise your leg up and down, pushing that knee into the wall as you raise and lower your leg. This stretch is really good for my soccer players who tend to strain their hamstrings a lot. So the more you do this stretch, the better off you'll be. For the band hamstring stretch, you're going to grab a towel, a band, a belt, literally anything that's kind of strappy, and put it around your foot, lay on your back, and you're going to keep your legs straight and pull your leg up. you can use your arms to help you pull and get that nice stretch in your hamstring. This is a great ankle mobility exercise. You're going to stand with your feet staggered, 1 foot close to the wall, as close as you can get it, and you want to try to keep your heel on the floor and bring your knee straight over your toe. Then you're going to go over your big toe and then over your little toe. And if it's too easy, scoop back. And you want to scoop back until your heel comes off the floor. So that was a little too hard, so I got to scoot forward to find the happy medium. Over all your toes, over your big toe, and then over your pinky toe. For the pigeon stretch, you're going to go kind of like you're in the splits, but your front leg is bent. And you can kind of lean forward, but try to keep your chest up tall and you'll feel a nice stretch in your glute here.